In this video, we are going to talk about a word that I do not actually use in real life, but this is a word that many people have asked me about, so we're going to talk about it. This word is shall. So we're going to look at when do we use shall. But let's start with why I do not use shall. So I do not use shall because to me, shall sounds very, very old-fashioned, very, very formal, and a bit British. To me, it does not sound like something that a modern American person would say. But some people might disagree with me. I'm sure there are plenty of American people who use shall, but for me personally, I don't use it. So the traditional grammatical rule from the past is that you use will in second and third person. So he, she, it, they will to talk about the future. But when it's first person, I or we, you use shall. So again, this is the traditional rule. It is not a rule that is important nowadays. Nowadays, I know very few people who actually use shall instead of will in daily conversation. In daily conversation, I will, you will, he will, she will, they will, or going to. But if you want to know about when do we use will, when do we use going to, I already have 1 or 2 videos about that. So if you want to learn more about that, you can use the search bar at the top of my page and type in going to, will, and learn about that. Okay, but first, now we know that there's a traditional rule for using will and shall, but most people don't follow it anymore. But in what situations do people use shall nowadays? So the main reasons are offers, suggestions, and legal situations or obligations, very formal situations. So when I say offers, I mean that the staff at the hotel, the bellboy maybe, they might ask you, shall I take your bag? That's an offer. For me, again, I wouldn't say that. It sounds too formal. I would just say, may I take your bag? Or can I help you with your bag? But this is where some people might use shall for an offer. Again, the next one is a suggestion. For example, shall we go to McDonald's? Really means, what do you think? Should we go to McDonald's? Is that a good idea? Shall we go to McDonald's? But to me, it sounds very formal and not a natural thing to say in a real conversation. And then I said legal situations or very formal situations. Maybe you're giving a speech or you are writing a contract or something. Then you can use shall. For example, the customer shall pay the amount by February 1st. Here, shall means must, need to, have to, shall. But it's very formal, very legal sounding. Again, I wouldn't use it in daily conversation this way. Or in a speech. In a speech, maybe the president is speaking to the country and he says something like, we shall succeed. It just means we will succeed, but it sounds extra formal. These are the reasons why we use shall, but I don't use it. I just use will, going to, should.